Hunting has been a part of my lifestyle ever since I was 4 years old and I got my first red dot BB gun. Them birds didn't know it was coming. Today I'm going to tell you about 3 main types of hunting here in South Texas. This is relevant because it's huge for the economy and it's a huge hobby for people. It's passed on from generation to generation of family, keeping the tradition going. The first main type is deer hunting. Deer hunting, there's 2 main types of deer here in Texas. The main one down in South Texas is your white-tailed deer. The second one is a mule deer you find more in West Texas and North Texas, like in like Alpine or like Panhandle. Here in South Texas, the main type of deer hunting, you're gonna be sitting in a stand or blind of some sort with a feeder, has corn or protein or some type of feed coming out for them on a timer that brings the deer in. People generally, like they said, they sit in the stands, they wait for them to come out, they shoot them like that. There's not a whole lot of tracking or stalking to it. In some states this is illegal. You can't use corn to bait, you can't use any type of baiting. You have to sit up in a tree or on the ground on a trail or some sort to hunt these deer. Now, you start hunting mule deer, that's a little different story. You're generally not in any type of stand. You're going from valley to valley, walking, stalking them, or you're going mountain to mountain, stalking them. It's a very treacherous, it's hard on the body. It's a much more exhilarating hunt. Now, something a little more easier is hog hunting. Here in Texas, hogs are a nuisance. There's no season on them, there's no limit. Shoot them any time of day, night, whatever. There's no restrictions. And the first type is, like I said, if you're sitting in the deer stand, a lot of times they'll walk out, eat your corn, you can shoot them then. But there's much more exhilarating ways to do it, a lot more funner ways. You can run dogs, which running dogs is, you got a pack of dogs, they'll sniff them out, they'll run them out and they'll chase them. They'll bay them up, which is like corner them up, stop them. You catch up to your dogs and someone grabs the hog by the back legs and you run up and stab the hog behind the shoulder with a knife. Yes, it's very dangerous for you and the dogs, but gets your adrenaline going, gets your heart rate up, great time, very hard on the body. Now, another way it's a little easier, but a lot of fun, is like a night vision or thermal. They're 2 different things, but same concept. It allows you to see it dark. And this lets you get up, you can sneak up on the hogs at night like a pack of pigs, 30 yards from them with an AR and pop off many rounds and a lot of hogs at one time. Farmers really like this method and ranchers because, like I said, you can get a lot of hogs in one night. And it keeps their grounds and their fields clean. Their hogs rooted up, tear it up, which is going to cost them money in the long run. So oftentimes if it isn't the farmers or the ranchers doing it, they have a nephew or some kids that are willing to come out there and do it for them just for fun, because it's just, like I said, it's a great time. It's something to pass time on the nights with your buddies. And it helps them eradicate the pigs in the area, keep their livestock and their crops growing. Now, bird hunting. There's 3 main types of game birds here in South Texas that we hunt. You got the quail, the dove, and the ducks. The quail, a little more like a gamey hunt, where like a sporting type of hunt, I should say. Most of the quail around here are pen-raised birds. You're not going to go on a whole lot of quail hunts where they're just wildlife quail. And you go out there and you got dogs. You got good dogs is a beautiful thing. They'll sniff them out on the trail you're walking. Once they get up on a cubby that point, the dog gets on point, tell them to bust them or get them or whatever your cue word is for your dog, flushes them out, they pop up, you shoot them like that. Real pretty little bird. Now, something that's even a little more relaxing than that is dove hunting. And that's pretty much, you sit around with a bunch of buddies in a little area, you spread out just a little ways, you're talking, you're having a good time, and they're on a flight pattern coming from the fields and going back to roost. So if they're coming to the fields, you're going to go eat for the day. You can catch them on that flight coming out to the fields, or you can catch them on a flight coming back into roost for the night. Something that's a little more tough though is duck hunting. That's a lot of cold mornings, wet mornings, early mornings. It's hard on the body, it's hard on you, it's a little more treacherous. And there's many different ways you can hunt ducks, and there's different ways you can get your limited ducks. So you can go out there and you can throw like a J-hook for a decoy. throw a little J hook for decoy and they'll land to that hook. Or you can throw little pods where you leave openings for them to land. And you can just do a scattered effect as long as there's little pockets for them to land. And there's many other ways you can throw your decoys. And the different types of limits, you can only have 6 in your possession, but some birds you can only have 1 of. So you have to have 1 and then 5 of the other species. And today that's all I'm going to tell you about for hunting down in South Texas. And that's the 3 main types of hunting you can find out here. Thank you.